What's up, heroes? Hey, welcome to today's upgrade. We're going to be on quest 2. Here comes the dog. Come on, Ariana. Yes, our dog. Okay. So we're on quest 2 of the River of Fear campaign. Another day, one day down, a bunch more to go. Today is upgrade day. So we've completed the 3 objectives. And then today we're going to do the upgrade, a little self-care. I'm going to show you a version without tools, and then I'm also going to do a version using a ball, solid ball. So you'll want your armor repair gear if you have it, kit. We're also going to do an armor check today. This is something coming up for next week, players. Now that we're about to unlock the stamina skill. And honestly, I'm going to be starting with these streams doing pretty much what I do, my whole workout, and I'll trim it down to just the tutorial stuff for YouTube. So if you are a player in the River of Fear tutorial campaign and you're following this stream, note that I am going to do more than is on the quest list, but that is up to you to control how much you do. Anywho, let's jump into it. We're going to first just do some 3 centering breaths. If you have your hero mantra, you can speak it to yourself or out loud. Otherwise, find a nice, comfortable position, and then we'll get started. So, maybe your eyes fall closed. Start to think about your breath, your body, how you're feeling. Everything you've gone through this week, all the battles, all the victories. I'm going to let all that stuff go as we be here. Take care of ourselves. So, big inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, fill up that belly. And out through the mouth. All right. Let's hop into today's quest. Upgrade. Sharpening stone. One of the would-be bandits seems to have dropped a nice sharpening stone. So we're going to armor up is going to be checking for any damages from this week in that combat. And then we're going to be doing sharpening stone. Use the stone to sharpen any blades, as well as chip away at any rust on your upper armor. So we're going to focus on the upper body here, like I said. Let's go ahead and armor up. No, they didn't have it ready. Be sure to have a nice display. Oh, if you are doing the armor check with me, you can see I have a weight, because we're going to do some rows. We're going to do level 1 armor check. So if you want to have that ready, go for it. All right. Otherwise, let's get started with the armor up.
Armor up. Up next, seated fold for 20 seconds.
Ooh.
3, 2, 1. Seated fold.
Looks like my companion is with me today.
Up next, low lunge right for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Low lunge right. Up next, high lunge right for 20 seconds.
Back. Forward.
3.
Back.
2,
And hang out in the back.
1.
Switch.
High lunge right.
Oh, what am I saying? Inhale, come forward. Exhale,
Up next,
go back.
low lunge left for 20 seconds.
Inhale, come forward. Maybe open up
3, 2,
and switch.
1. Low lunge left.
Inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale,
Next,
go back.
high lunge
Hang.
left for 20 seconds. 3, 2,
Come forward and
1.
up.
High lunge left.
Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale.
Up next, hip 90 to 90 for 20 seconds.
Maybe open up.
3, 2,
Come on, 90s.
hip 90 to 90.
So like I said, this is your chance to check in with your armor. See how you're feeling. See if you have any tight spots from the day.
Up next, inner thigh stretch for 20 seconds.
Whether that's from questing or from just life.
3, 2, 1. Inner thigh stretch. Up next, standing cat / cow hugs for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Standing cat / cow hugs. Up next,
Inhale,
shoulder
open
rolls
up.
forward alternating for 10 seconds.
Exhale, close and round.
3, 2, 1. Shoulder rolls forward alternating. Up next, elbow crawl for 10 seconds.
Take a nice wide stance.
3, 2, 1. Elbow crawl. Up next, arm swim for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Arm swim. Up next, shoulder rolls back same time for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shoulder rolls back same time. Up next, elbow crawl for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Elbow crawl. Up next, arm swim for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Arm swim. Up next, rope climb side stretch for 20 seconds.
I'm working on getting this some
3,
music.
2, 1. Rope climb side stretch.
So we go up, up, up. Maybe dance it.
Up next, look twist for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Look twist. Up next, dagger throw twist for 10
We used
seconds.
to do twist, but do maybe full head
3,
throws.
2, 1. Dagger throw twist. Up next, sword and shield for 20 seconds.
Hold on
3,
into it.
2, 1. Sword and shield.
Go nice and slow. In, flip palms. So this palm's facing up, this is down.
Up next, right lunge attack light for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right lunge attack light. Up next, right lunge attack heavy for 10 seconds. 3,
In,
2,
out.
1.
Inhale,
Right lunge attack
in,
heavy.
out.
Up next, left lunge attack light for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Left lunge attack light. Up next, left lunge attack heavy for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Left lunge attack heavy. Up next, right paddle squat light for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right paddle squat light. Up next, right paddle squat heavy for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right paddle squat heavy. Up next, left paddle squat light for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Left paddle squat light. Up next, left paddle squat heavy for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Left paddle squat heavy.
Stand all the way up.
Timer completed in 3, 2, 1. Your timer is complete.
Cool. So for the armor check, post armor up, we're just gonna go through the movements. This is our basic stamina workout, our basic stamina skill check. One round, and let's get into it. Let's do squats first. Just did a bunch, but Yes. So I'm just gonna do 10 squats. On your mark, go. 1, 2, 3. I'm just focusing on form. 6. Full range of motion, or as deep as full as I can do. You don't need to do all the way down. In fact, we want to just go to 90. 8, 9, 10. Remember, this armor check is to just get a little bit of strength training and mobility work and just kind of move through, but mainly we're just building muscle memory so our body knows to do perfect form or best form when we're out in our normal life. So that was squat. I'm gonna do lunge rows. This is 40 pounds, so I'm gonna shoot for 5. See how many I do, maybe more, maybe less. Inhale. Guess I'm feeling strong today. 10 on each side. Cool. From there, hip hinges. You could do these with weight, but I'm mostly tight in my legs and very strong, so I'm just doing these for flexibility. Call out 4. Notice how I don't round my back to get lower. I stay flat, shoulders pulled in. Call one more so you can see that. Boom. Keep the chest proud. Push-ups. Also notice my style is more narrow. Great. Toes. 1, 2. Toes, feet. Sweet. Dead bug. Dead bug / hollow depending on your level. So, dead bug march. Just 6. That's 1. Exhale 2. And sideways go. 2 breaths. And 3 breaths. Switch. Belly button to spine. Keep it there, inhale. Lastly, good old classic. Spine is flat on the back or on the floor. Belly button is to spine. Feet and arms go only to where you can maintain those. And breathe. 2 more breaths. It's okay to shake. Good. Push up. Armor check. I'm gonna deviate. No, I'll do it at the end. So, we found that sharpening stone. Just don't armor up. Let's go ahead and, no, let's do that first. So I'm gonna, doing the push-ups, I was reminded of something. I had a person at C2E2 ask me how to develop their chest more. And I think there's this weird thought that like by doing wide push-ups, you're targeting the chest versus narrow push-ups, you're targeting the triceps. I don't do wide push-ups. I think it puts more work on the shoulder joint and less work in the muscles. And you can see it this way. I see people in the park doing these all the time. They do these wide push-ups and they're racking out reps. But if you see how far my arms can move versus like, so this distance, so I'm like in frame, versus if I do my style push-ups, I go beyond frame. There's more movement. They take longer, but that means you're using more muscles as opposed to these dudes. To me, it is more important to do a bigger motion that is more complex versus a shorter motion, faster and heavier. I gotta check my kid because they're short. Nope, he seems out. So, if you notice in the push-ups, let's just go over push-up form real quick. The way I do it is, if you watch the hands, I go again, nice and narrow, just in line with my shoulders. And the motion is going to be from here to here. It's got this little arch to it. And we cause that by actually using our feet. So I'm going to show you my upper body and I'm going to show you what my feet are doing when I do a push-up. So, my little tiny space. I'm going to rock forward and drop, and then up and back. One more. Forward, down, up, and back. My feet might be a little hard to see, but they are doing this. There we go. They're going back, and then as I rock forward, they push. I come down, I come up, I go back. Forward, down, up, back. That's how I do push-ups. That's how I teach push-ups. And if you do the other style, the wide style and the diamond style, try just doing these and see what you like best. It's all individual per chance. No, individual liking, whatever the right word is. Anywho, let's hop into our upgrade. So for the upgrade, what we're gonna do is we're going to either find a nice comfortable position. Yes, find a nice comfortable position. I'm gonna a little bit. Well, so nice seated position, comfortable. I would recommend maybe sitting on something like a blanket. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just want you to be comfortable because we're going to be looking at the neck. This is going to be great. I've been feeling really tight and rock solid up here, around up into my neck, around the shoulders. So we're going to take that sharpening stone and break away at some poop. So first, just start to calm ourselves down. And then what we're going to just do is we're just going to keep our chins tucked. Let's actually do this one first. Many of us, for this here, sit forward on our neck because we're working on phones and computers. You probably heard this one a lot. I'm going to show you the techniques I use to help with this. You're going to tuck your chin, maybe use your fingers, and we want to try to glide your head back. So basically you're going to give yourself a double chin and then pull in. It's not flattering, but that's not the point. And the point is also not to just go back and hold. It's to move in and out. So you might feel some stretching along the sides and the front. What's happening is by constantly being like this, these muscles are becoming super tight. And so we round forward and we get like this, and it may feel good. You may think, oh, I need to stretch like this because this feels tight. But it's getting tight because you're constantly stretching like that. It's trying to protect yourself and pull you back into alignment. What's also happening is these muscles are getting really short and tight. And that's why we're pulled here. So we need to lengthen the front. Again, it feels weird, it looks weird. As long as there's no pain shooting down the arms, around the neck. Again, I'm not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. If you got major like numbness or tingling or pain up here, go see a doctor. But if it's just a little tight, try that. So with that idea of chin tucked and the neck or the head drawn back into a straight spine, remember that. So now I want you to do that and then drop your head to what I think will be your right. If it feels good, you can look up and down, but remember, try not to let that chin come too far forward. We will do some yeses and nos, but right now just do nos. And relax. Try not to let this shoulder creep up, or this one. Either shoulder should be trying to relax down towards the ground as you continue to breathe. Next, this left arm, the arm behind you, I want you to let it hang towards the floor and open the palm forwards, maybe slightly up, if that feels comfortable. If at any time it really starts to become painful or like it's gonna Charlie horse, and you just back out, or maybe just ease off a little bit. I have a timer going. Don't worry about it. Now do some yeses. So some top of the head forward and backward very slowly. Go ahead and let it rest in neutral or the middle. Big inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. If it feels good, you can take the other arm and apply a little bit of pressure. But make sure that this shoulder doesn't come up to try to meet it. And I don't want you to think about pulling down. I want you to think about pulling out and up. So I'm not even really using the weight of my hands. I'm more just using the grip of my fingers to kind of almost just like drag the skin up. At the same time, start to reach with that backhand, like you're trying to touch something on the floor. Maybe wiggle the fingers. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let go with the arms. And you're gonna roll your head towards your chest. And then you're gonna roll it up, thinking about stacking each vertebrae from the bottom up. So I'm gonna do that double chin push back. Straight. I want you to just quickly roll those both shoulders, see if you feel the difference. Same thing other side. So drop the head. First, tuck chin, drop head. Can you see Arya's feet? Yeah. So the dog. Some nose. This side I feel less sensation, but it's because I know that it's tighter and it's like a rock. So it may not feel like you're doing much, like one side may feel stronger than the other. But if you're at kind of the end of going, you're doing something. And it may just take more time to release and let go. Break up all that junk. Maybe some yeses. Again, make sure your shoulders are staying relaxed. They're not creeping up to make this less stretch. And if it feels like you're cranking, and then back off a little bit. I'll let that arm, that right arm, hang back. I didn't talk about this on the first side, but I want you to imagine like there's lungs here. So when you breathe into that spot. Exhale, fully let it go. Each breath, we're gonna deepen the stretch as we inhale. Without moving the body. Exhale, we're gonna relax into the new space. Maybe some more looks. And if you like, you can do that little added tug of grabbing the skin of the head and dragging it at an angle up and out. And reaching with that other arm. Maybe the arm twist. Can't see, but I'm doing this. All right. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let go with the arms. Drop that chin to the chest. And inhale as you roll up with that double chin stack. All right. Relax each side. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to show you one last quick one, and then we're going to wrap this up. So if you have armor repair, this is one of my favorite ones, and it usually makes my shoulders like drop an inch because there's so much tension going on up here. You're going to take a ball, whether it's harder or softer. You're going to need to go to a door frame. Look at that. Why is Little Mermaid? I don't know. I don't know why Little Mermaid. Why not? So you're going to go to the door frame. You're going to move the weight so you don't kick it. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the tool and you're going to place it in your shoulder. Thanks, Arya. Now you don't want it up right against the neck. There is a nerve bundle here, and as well as a lymph system, a bunch of stuff. So we're not trying to get into this like dip here. We're trying to get on this big meaty side on the back. You can even go on the far back. It's a little bit different position. But I like to just go right on the top. Big hunk of junk. So you're going to place the ball there, and you're going to, like, as if you're tackling the door frame, lean into it. Now, not when I say tackle, I just mean the position. Don't hit hard, don't push hard. Just lean your weight a little bit into it. And then we're going to use the arm to move. This is called pin and stretch. So we're pinning the muscle fibers in place. Shut up. And then we're moving the arm to kind of work those through and really break up stuff and jump. So I'm gonna start on my left, maybe it's your right. Go ahead and place the ball, take position, and I'll back off and tell you what to do. this side so you can hear me. So first thing you can do is similar to what we were just doing. Just do some gentle nose. Maybe some yeses. Find wherever feels good and start stretching there. Or just hang out there, I should say. Big inhales through the nose, out through the mouth. For me, I will feel this stretch into my nose and across my face. As long as it's not sketchy, scary, sharp, burny, numbing, then you're good. Just breathe through it. After you've been there for a bit, you can feel free to move the arm. I'm doing this kind of movements with my other arm. Just circles, twisting, anything to explore. Doesn't have to be anything major, just some added movement. And relax that. We're just going to hang out for the last 20 seconds. Big inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Go ahead, come out of that. Let's see if there's a difference in my shoulder height. Yeah, I'll say so. There versus up here. Yeah. Feels looser. Same thing other side. You won't be able to hear me talk. I'm just gonna kind of just watch my arms if you need. I'll call stuff out. Set up. And go. First the head. Remember, if you find a good spot, you can hang out there and just breathe. Now the arm. And relax the arm. Just hang out in a good spot that feels good. Ooh, we got a chat. Big inhale through the nose. And out on the mouth. And relax. Hey, Boston Mark 5. I hope I'm not blowing out the speaker right now. I'll try not to talk too loud. So you're asking, hey, so what am I looking at on the right side of the stream? I mean, how is it created / used? So this is the character sheet and quest sheet from my RPG Fit. So on the top here we have, oh, you can't see my mouse probably. Actually, maybe you can. Anywho, on the top right, oh, I got fingers. That's the character sheet. Shut up, phone or watch. And this is still a bit of a work in progress. But so what I'm doing is taking players through a fitness RPG. And what we're doing is we have our fitness quest down here. This is objective. Well, this is the upgrade, as well as up here, this is their character sheet. So down here, every week they go on a new quest, and every of the 4 days is a different objective. So today's upgrade. It's like your loot, your reward for the week. But before that, there was 3 other days of objectives. This is a tutorial. This is a tutorial campaign. So we're still just learning new skills as we progress through this adventure. Get back to OBS so I know what I'm looking at, or what you're looking at. And that way, it's just Google Sheets that I share with my players so that they know what to do on each day. As time goes on, they'll gain more skills. So then it'll become less of like, hey, here's what you're doing. It'll be more like, hey, here's the situation. How do you want to overcome it? Right now, this month, we're going through Constitution. So it's endurance, and then we're about to get stamina. Next month will be dexterity, agility, and acrobatics. And then the final month of this campaign, we're learning strength. So it's going to be athletics and fortitude. It's about creating a character so you can kind of conquer these obstacles and train and play the way you want to play. And it's all based off your goals. I hope that answers your question. If you are curious to know more, either put it in the chat or shoot me a message. You can find me on Instagram at Health Game Master. I'm happy to kind of like show you all this and see about what goals you're working on. It's been a lot of fun. This is actually the second edition. The first edition was very bare bones. So this one's been a lot more fun. But that is so. But thanks for asking. Hope that answers your question. As you can see, I am semi-variant. What? Thank you for letting me know. I will fix that. I'll probably do that afterwards. Here we go. Let's maybe this will work. / Health Game Master. Does that work? Let's find out. Hey, that worked. At least it's on my end. What are you working on in terms of health goals? Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, either we can pick this conversation up on Instagram, or do you want to keep chatting here? Because I'm happy to answer any questions. Oh no, I broke it because I went to something different. Oh no. Oh, there's me. Yeah, it looks a little confusing, but over time it's going to be more and more simpler. Oh, also there's in those quest things, the last thing I'll say is that there's links to more demo videos for each move, as well as like kind of the demo for the whole thing. And timers, if you're the kind of person who's like, okay, I know what to do, I just want a timer to kind of tell me when to do it. What else is there? Yeah. So, thanks for chatting. Thanks for checking out the stream. Doing resistance training, slacking on getting my steps and getting my macros. Ah, dropping weight doing resistance training. Cool. My steps. Do you have a way to track your macros? There's a couple apps out there. I have a couple players who are in, for medical reasons, need to lose a lot of weight, but they all have their own, path. Most of them, one of them was working with their doctor, another one's working with a nutritionist. Slack on getting your steps. Are you enjoying your wisdom? I'm really paying attention. I hear that. For me, with getting macros, it was very much. Well, honestly, I haven't had to track or haven't been tracking. There's a couple times I've measured. But what I suggest for people to do is to focus on one. Like focus on your protein intake. Just focus on that. Get that up. Protein has not only with muscle building and all that stuff, but it can really help with satiating and feeling full. So that's kind of my approach to it is like, okay, if we need to kind of like overhaul or if it seems like too much, just focusing on one. So it's usually like focusing on protein, get that good. Okay, now let's focus on like fruit and veggies. Let's get those. Okay, now that that's a habit and I already got that going, that's built in, then moving on to stuff like adding in fats and like more like starchy carbs and all that stuff. What type of resistance training do you like to do? Do you like MyFitnessPal? That's another question. I know I'm throwing a bunch of questions at you. Oh, no, Clint, don't move stuff. What are you doing? Well, I probably should get going because I need to edit this and post it before my kid wakes up. So, Boston Mark 5, hit me up on Instagram and we'll continue this conversation. Otherwise, players, have a wonderful day. Heroes, I'll catch you on the next adventure. Oh, join a small gym where there are multiple trainers watching over you on their own program. Thanks for absolutely. At least every Sunday, I'll be doing this like kind of self-care day, and then as much as I can, I'm about to go into rehearsals, but as much as I can, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings, I'll be streaming kind of more of the like quest days, the more like workout-y days. But it sounds like you got a great team. So if you're ever interested in kind of doing this more like role-playing game RPG style, hit me, shoot me a message. We also create your character so you can kind of have this like more imaginative play when you train. Yeah, thanks for checking this out, and feel free to shoot me a message. Love the help. Otherwise, heroes, catch you later.